Hanumanji. And here he has silently come. Before Ramchandraji, Hanumanji comes silently as Pavana. His father has come, so the son will not be very far. So Hanumanji has also silently appeared. Before his master comes, the sevak comes to prepare the ground. So pavatam asmi, I am the air, which is the among all the purifiers, I am this pure air, which human beings and other creatures breathe, and which also purifies the nature, the surrounding. Ramashastra bhritam aham, and among all those who wield weapons, I am Ram, Shri Ram. See, weapons, everyone do not have the capacity to hold these weapons. Weapons they are like double-edged sword like. If it is not handled properly, it can destroy the person who is holding it. It's very dangerous. And in our scriptures, in our tradition, we find that devatas who are pure in their heart, they are holding this weapon in their hand. Weapon is held to destroy the evil and to protect the good. That is the use of that weapon. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So Ramchandraji was such that throughout his life he held that weapon to destroy the evil forces of the society and all. And he was so much about this weapon that even you find that in his family photograph, which was taken after the wedding, he was standing there with his bow and arrow and all. Generally, शादी ब्याह में bow arrow को बाजू में रखना चाहिए, but nahi, he was standing there. Because when it will be useful, when the enemy will come, you never know. So you should be always alert, aware. So Ramashastra bhritam aham. So Ramchandraji is also Bhagwan's Vibhuti. And Krishna, later on we will see, is also Bhagwan's Vibhuti. Krishna himself, born Vasudeva Sutam Krishna, is also Bhagwan's Vibhuti, and Ram is also Bhagwan's Vibhuti. They are Bhagwan's avatar only. So Ramashastra bhritam aham. Jhashanam makaraschasmi, and among Jhashanam is again those sea creatures, the what you call all those fish and all. Among them, Bhagwan says, I am Makara. Makara is the crocodile. One meaning of that Makara is crocodile. Another meaning also can be taken as shark. Pujya Gurudev gives the meaning as shark. So shark is also a very powerful sea creature, and is very strong and has got his own power. But even this Makara, the क्या बोलते हैं उसको इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं crocodile, it has got its own strength in the sea, in the lake and in the river and all. You cannot fight with that crocodile. Once it holds someone, then nobody can escape from that hold. मगरमच्छ छूट नहीं पाते हैं. Even that story in Bhagavad, that Magarmach caught hold of that Gajendra, and they fought for so many years, but it could not release its feet. Then finally, that Gajendra prayed to Bhagwan, and Bhagwan came, and Bhagwan cut the neck of this Makara and protected that Gajendra. So Magar, crocodile, it has got its own strength and power in the water. So Bhagwan says, you consider that as my vibhuti, that among all these other creatures, I am like Magar. Among all this whole world, if you think it is as a water and with all the different beings like different type of fish, then think of me as magar, as crocodile. So in case like many times human being think that God is only for human being only. We think that he is only meant for human being. And we will pray also for Bhagwan for our own thing. But Bhagwan belongs to everyone. Even later on, suppose the animals or birds they want to worship, they can worship Bhagwan in these different forms. The fish and all can worship him like crocodile. The animals and all can worship him as the lion or the tiger. Bhagwan belongs to all. Then Shrotasam Asmi Janhavi. And among Shrotas means the moving rivers which flows constantly. Among the constantly flowing rivers, I am Janhavi, Janhu Kanya, that is Gangaji. I am Gangaji among all the rivers. See, Ganga has got its own place in our culture. She is considered to be the holiest of all the rivers. Ganga is the only river which is connected to all the devatas also, which is like connected to Brahmaji, Vishnu Bhagwan and Lord Shiva. It is believed that Gangaji came from the feet of Lord Vishnu. And then it was collected in the Kamandalu of Brahmaji. And then when it was requested by Bhagirath, then it was poured on earth and it was held by Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva also holds Gangaji. And Ganga is the only river which is, if you just look at it objectively at the story of Ganga Avtaran, it is brought to earth by the king Bhagirath. So it is as though the only river which is man-made, you can say. Human beings must have, in the good old days, who don't know, they must have just made the track and must have started this flow of Gangaji. We don't know. Just objectively, historically looking at it, but otherwise, Ganga is a very holy river, and when one takes bath in Ganga, it not only cleans our body, but it purifies our mind also. Even one who just chants the name Ganga, the mind becomes pure. Some people are scared to take bath, bahut thanda hai. So just you don't have to take bath, you just say Ganga and just imagine the waters flowing over your body and within, it will purify the mind and the body also. Shortcut method, I am sure, telling you. Therefore, on this, what you call that, Kumbh Mela, and people rush towards one particular spot and try to take bath there. Normally, they don't take bath also at home. घर में तो बात लेना मुश्किल, होली के दिन दूसरे लोग देते हैं तब वो थोड़ा सा हो जाता है, but on Kumbh Mela, that person will be right ahead before anyone, he is there to take bath. So that is also not required. I mean, if it is done, it is fine, but just remembering Ganga itself is a great purifier. So Shrotasam Asmi Janhavi. Among all the great rivers, I am Gangaji. So one more we will see. Then I have some few announcements. One shloka. Sarganamadirantashcha Madhyanchevaham Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam Vada pravadatamaham sarganamadirantashcha madhyanche vaham arjuna. Among sarga, among creation, Bhagavan says that I am the Adi, I am the Madhya, and I am the Anta. Similar verse we had seen in the beginning, where Bhagavan said, I am the Adi, Madhya, and Anta of Bhutana. Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhutashaya Stitaha Aham Adischa Madhyancha Bhutanam Anta Evacha. But here Bhagavan says Sarganam. So there it was said, among all beings I am their beginning, their middle and end. Here he says, among the entire creation I am the beginning, means before creation I was there, during creation I am there, and when the whole creation merges, I will be there. I am in the end, I am in the middle, I am in the beginning. Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam, and among all the knowledge of this world, so many, and nowadays actually it's a boom of information with this modern technology. It's a great thing that we can share information, share knowledge within short time. It can be spread all over the world. Such a most miraculous thing which has happened is this our modern this technology, internet and all. So lot of knowledge is there in this world, but which is the greatest of all knowledge? The greatest knowledge is knowledge of the self, knowledge of I, which unfortunately we don't have. We know about the world, but we don't know the one who is knowing the world. We know about everything, but we don't know the one who knows everything. It is such a paradox like. The one who says that I know, I am a great knower, I know everything, I am the greatest, wisest person on earth. Do you know yourself? No. Such Adhyatma Vidya means Atma Vidya, Adi Atma Vidya, regarding the self, self-knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Self-knowledge is the greatest of all knowledge. If you know yourself, you know everything. If you don't know yourself, you don't know anything. If you want to know the secret of the world, secret of God, secret of anything, you should know yourself. Because I am the mystery, I am the secret of the entire world. If that I is known, everything is known. And the scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, they give us the path, they give us the guidance to ultimately come to realize and know this I directly. So Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam, and this is given to us in the form of a dialogue in Upanishad and in Bhagavad Gita also. So therefore Bhagavan says, among all the ways of communicating, I am the dialogue. Vada pravadatam aham. Among the methods of communicating, among methods of imparting knowledge, I am samvad. Vada means dialogue. Dialogue means when a Shishya and Guru, when they discuss and to arrive at the understanding, that is called dialogue. The Shishya, he asks question, the teacher answers, and together they arrive at that understanding. That's called dialogue. You will understand the importance of dialogue if you understand what is not a dialogue. There is something called jalpa and there is something called vitanda. Vitandavad, jalpavad. Jalpa means just blabbering without any rhyme or reason. There is no dialogue. One person just keep on blabbering and telling his own thing, that how I am great, how my things. He is not aware, there is no communication happening. Just publicity of your own thing. without any communication taking place. That is generally called jalpa. And at times it happens like that. You go to some, even in school, colleges and all, the students are just comfortably there sitting, relaxing, and the teacher is keep on speaking. There's no communication. He just keep on giving his theories and this and that, and nobody is listening. That is jalpa. There's no samvad happening. There's no communication. There's no dialogue taking place. Then there is called vitanda, wherein the person doesn't have his own view, but whatever your view is there, he negates it. Jalpa is giving my view only without listening to the other person. And vitandam is negating your view without giving my view. Whatever you say is wrong. Whatever you say is wrong. Okay, I have changed my mind. Okay, that is also wrong. That is called vitanda. And generally in the world, all problems are there because of the jalpa and vitanda. In families, among friends, and among everywhere. Either you are saying and not listening to the other person, or you are listening but negating whatever that fellow is saying without giving your own. But when together we discuss, we have a communication, a dialogue to arrive, I am not in love of my own theory and the other person is also not in love. Both of us are in love with truth. Both of us want to arrive at truth. If after dialogue, if I come to realize that what the other person is saying is right, I accept it. So dialogue, healthy dialogue is very important. It helps us to grow. So Bhagavan says, among all the methods of communication, I am this dialogue. More we will see in our class tomorrow. We'll chant the Shanti mantra and you please remain seated for some time. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.